Okay, we got, this is John at CRT. We have the street strip trans brake lockup valve body for a 48 in this transmission, and I want to concentrate on the lockup pressures and document them, and then explain to you later on in the video why they are what they are. So go ahead and we're in second gear right now, and let's bring it up some RPMs. And go ahead and turn the lockup on. And just like in our Pro valve body, the pressure on the apply side goes to 50, and the converter side, which really should be 0, it's a little bit higher than it should be. But this is our first reverse manual trans brake valve body. Go ahead and shut it off, lock up. Put it in third gear. Alright, bring the RPMs up. And go ahead and turn lockup on. Same thing, about 50. All right. All right, John Cope back here again for part 2 of our video. What we did is we took our trans brake out of the dyno trans and put a John Muldoon automatic shift valve body in here. Everybody knows John. He's well respected in the industry, builds a very good product, and we're using him just for a baseline. We're not picking on John, and like I said, he makes a great product, but I want to compare his lockup pressure to our lockup pressure. So let's go ahead and get it in the gear. Get it in the high gear. It's in drive already. There's second gear. There comes third gear. Go ahead and put it in overdrive. Alright, there's overdrive. Now I'll turn on the lockup. As you can see, his pressure on the apply side is 50 pounds, just like ours. Go ahead and shut it off. And then go ahead and shut the machine off. And I'm going to explain why it's the same. Alright, this is why it's the same as my valve body. When these are tested on an Answermatic, these gauges are deadheaded. That means they go from the valve body straight to the gauge. These gauges are coming off the 2 gauges, the 2 ports that I have coming off the front pump. The front pump is the converter release and the converter apply, and it's a true reading. Once it goes through the valve body, it goes through the torque converter, both the front side and the back side. Then it comes up from the cooling line to the transmission gauge, and there's a cooler back here. Then from the gauge, it comes to the rear cooling line, then goes into the transmission case to the intermediate shaft, forward and backwards. And the intermediate shaft has holes in it that feed the planetary lubrication, both for the front planetaries and the overdrive planetaries. So when you have we're all used to seeing 200 psi on that converter apply when it goes in a lockup is actually a false reading. You only are going to get that on an Answermatic machine. You are not going to get that in real time. You're not going to get that in the truck. This is the first time that I know of to where we're getting real gauges from a real motor and a real tranny. I mean, we can try putting this in the truck and doing the same thing, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get the same results. So the reason why, to answer a question on competition diesel to that one gentleman, why he thought that the converter pressure was too low when the torque converter was locked up, it was at 50 psi, is really the norm, because this is the third valve body we've tested now. We tested one of mine, my Pro Comp series valve body, my regular strip trans brake valve body, and now a competitor's valve body, and we get the same results. The only other thing I'm going to do now from here on out is I'm going to put a stock valve body that I did in here that has just a shift kit in it, just to verify it one more time. And when I do, I'll put a link to that video behind this video. All right, so I'm sure some questions are going to pop up that I'm not going to be able to answer now. So you got any questions, just reply to the video or contact me. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions. All right, thank you.